my boyfriend brought home a bunch of these bandanas. He has a bunch that he sells in his shop. And I think we all probably have a bandana. This one I got when we went to the color run a couple of years ago, that they were promoting this drink. You know, and I don't throw anything away. I kept it. So I started kind of playing with it. So let me show you just a real easy way you can make a mask. And what I like about the bandana is that if you think about a traditional bandana, it's already big enough to tie around your head, because that's the other issue is I only have so much elastic. And now there's a run on elastic. If you try to buy it in the store, it's really hard to find. And again, it's one more step that just makes making a single mask so labor intensive. So I decided, so let me show you basically what I did. So I just take a basic bandana, okay, and I fold it to make a triangle. And if you have a bandana you want to follow along, you're welcome to, or I'll post this later on YouTube and you can follow it, okay? So you have a nice little triangle, all right? So as we've seen from movies and, you know, all the cholos, all the Latin gangbangers, you know, you go rob a bank, it's the same concept, only the only thing I did different is that I actually fold in that triangle. So if you take the triangle and you bring it up, okay, you hold it up like that, and I actually iron this out. So if I iron it, it stays in place, and then I don't really have to pin it, okay? And then right after that, I just make 2 flaps, one on the top, one on the bottom, and I sew those down. So you make a flap here at the bottom, and then you make another flap here, right there, okay? And again, it's just 2 stitches, a stitch at the top and a stitch at the bottom. Now let me show you one that I have that's ironed, so it's a little bit easier to see. Okay, so here's a gray one, okay? So as you can see, and in fact my boyfriend did the ironing, so you see how I took that flap, here's the triangle part, okay? And in fact he actually tucks the triangle down and then folds it over. So that's what it ends up looking like, okay? And then you add a stitch on either side, okay? And when you add that stitch, it holds it in place. So mira, it ends up looking like that, okay? And if you'll notice, on the inside, it makes a little pocket. And that pocket is perfect to put in your extra protection. So I use just, these are some nice fancy napkins. If you ever go to like a nice restaurant, like Perry's or a steakhouse, or even if you have paper towels, whatever you want to use, or cloth, just to give you that extra filter. So that way you can wear it out, and then when you're home you can take out the filter and then you can throw that in the wash, because they said you're supposed to wash your mask every time you come home, okay? And I realized, well, I've been kind of wearing my mask more than once, so I've stopped doing that. And so let me show you, when you make the flap, okay, it makes a nice little border there. I don't know if you can see. And that goes real nicely around your face. Okay. And so for me, I have glasses, so I put it right there under my nose. And then I tie it around in the back. I look like I'm going to rob a bank. It's totally funny. Oh, okay. And there you go. And you can make it as tight as you want, and you'll notice it covers the chin, covers the nose, and I've had an easier time with not my glasses not fogging up on me. And then you just take it off and boom, you're done. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so much simpler. And let me tell you, I made so many in less than 2 hours. I think I made about 10 in about 2 hours. So yeah, I am totally ready to rob a bank. I'm ready to join a gang, whatever I got to do. But hey, if it keeps me safe, keeps me from getting the virus, you know, I get stereotyped as it is. I don't care. So, because I saw someone post, oh, isn't that offensive? Well, at this point, if I'm alive and breathing, I don't care. So that's my simple way to make a mask. And if you don't have a sewing machine, you could probably either hand stitch that down. I bet if you get fabric glue, you could glue it down, or even hot glue. Now, keep in mind, I have not tried this. Worst case, you could even just use bobby pins and pin it down to get that flap. But if you iron it really well, you get that nice crease, you got that little pocket, and there you go. So I wanted to share that with you guys.